Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Monday Market Report. This one is for the week ending February 9th of 2020. And in this particular episode, we are going to take a look at some 20th and 21st century coins that made an impact on the secondary market. So we are going to take a look at not only the coins that sold on the list, but also to discuss some of the coins that will be coming up here shortly in various other auctions. If this is your first time here, as always, I want to thank you guys for joining in for the Monday Market Report. If this is your first time, again, thank you. Welcome. Should be a lot of fun. This will give you kind of like an idea of what some of these more modern coins sell for, especially graded. All the coins on the list are going to be graded. There will come to the slight chance that you'll find a few of these coins sell for a little bit less money. In addition, I'm doing something a little bit different in the format of the video. Okay, I'm actually using a screencast as opposed to a slideshow, which hopefully it'll cure a couple of things that I've been battling for the last few years. Okay, number one, that kind of like whiny, high-pitched feedback that I would get with the microphone by using the other slideshow program was always an issue. So I'm going to do the screencast service for this and using a PowerPoint slide presentation to go through the paces of each individual coin that's going to be talked about in this video. Hopefully this will also solve some of the, I guess, just the on-point kind of like timing going from one coin to another. Usually I'll have a little delay or it'll show up a little bit later or whatever. Hopefully this will help take care of it. And as always, before we go ahead and dive into the Monday Market Report, as always, like, share, and subscribe to the video. If this is your first time, you would be hooking me up big time, and this will be a lot of fun. So what I wanted to do is jump into some upcoming shows. Some shows that we'll be expecting here in the next 30 to 45 days. Now, in chronological order, these are the next three like big shows. February 20th to the 23rd, we have the Heritage Auctions Long Beach Expo Signature Coin Sale. That's always a big event every single year that falls like, right toward the tail end of the winter season. Okay, it's a pretty nice show. March 18th through the 20th, we have the Stack's Bowers Baltimore Whitman Show, another big show that happens this same time every year. This one will have fantastic coins, a lot of high-end pieces along with the Heritage Long Beach, and that's going to be another fantastic show. Okay, for more information on the Heritage, you just go to ha.com. They actually have a lot of the coins up and ready to go. The consignment period has long passed for that event. Same with Stack's Bowers. Check out their website, stacksbowers.com. And then finally, March 26th, we have another installment of the Regency series of coin auctions hosted by Legend Auctions. Okay, this one's going to be in Philadelphia, PA. And again, this one is March 26th. For more information, check out their site, legendauctions.com. And this one, the consignment period is over and done with Regency 37. But you can consign by March 30th, if I'm not mistaken, for Regency 38. All right, so if you have some high-profile coins, stuff that's already graded, some rarities that you want to go ahead and consign, you could do so through Legends up until March 30th for the next big show. So, that is a glance at the upcoming shows for the next month or so. As always with the Monday Market Report, I like to highlight a few eBay sales, and then we'll get into the other coins, which are all generally sold on great collections. So, the first eBay sale that I wanted to talk about is going to be this 1971S Lincoln Wheat Set. Now, this one is a proof coin, okay? So this one can only be found in proof sets. However, this is a nice high-graded example. It's a PCGS Proof 69 Red Deep Cameo, which means it has the nice frosty devices offset by the smooth mirror-like fields on this coin. This is what they call a Pop 15. That means there's only 15 at this grade. There are none finer. All right, so it's the highest grade for a 1971S Proof Lincoln Memorial set. This one sold on eBay January 25th of 2020 in the amount of $4,500. Okay, and a lot of you are going to ask, is this kind of like the right type of money for a coin such as this? Well, if it's the highest graded coin, absolutely. All right, whether it's a business strike or a proof strike, any highest graded type of coin for that particular date will hold a lot more value than one that, say, is lesser of a grade. All right, and who buys these? Well, there are a number of collectors who participate in what they call registry sets, and they are hosted by PCGS and NGC. So what you'll do is you'll assemble, like, let's say, the entire 1959 to 2008 Lincoln Memorial Set series in each of the highest grade possible that you could find. Everything is points based, so the highest grade, the highest points for each high grade coin will tally up, and then you'll be put into just kind of like a standings list. Obviously, you want to be the top guy, but the Lincoln Set series is one of the most competitive registry set programs you're ever going to find. So this is the first coin from eBay. I have one other one that I wanted to also address, and this one's kind of a shocker. All right, I would say because of the new 2020 West Point quarters that are going to be releasing this year, you would just assume is to write off the kind of like the original, the OG West Point quarter program. All right, and that's going to be the 2019 West Points. Now, we have this coin that sold on eBay about a month ago, January 6th of 2020. This particular example is the River of No Return quarter. All right, so it's not a first discovery. It's not a first week of discovery. This one is what they call an early find. Okay, so the early finds, I believe, throughout the first 8 weeks, you could send this to PCGS to get graded and authenticated. This one is a high grade, however. It's a PCGS Mint State 67 Plus early find, and it is also a Pop 1. It's the only grade highest of this type for the coin for this particular national park, and it's a tremendous coin. This one right here is sold for $9,500, which is quite a bit of money for a coin like this that is not a first discovery, nor is it the first week of discovery. It's just an early find. It was submitted, throughout the first 2 months of the grading program. So that's what we have here. And of course, on the reverse of the slab label, as you can see with my mouse pointer, you see the early find. I really like this slab label for the West Point quarters. I look forward to seeing more of this for 2020 releases. It's a really attractive design, really simple, but it's kind of its own unique look for this significant release done every year. So $9,500, wow, almost $10,000 for a quarter that you could pull right out of circulation. Pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, so those were the two substantial eBay sales. I haven't talked about eBay sales in quite a while, so that's why I pushed back 30 days to find these two coins. There were plenty more, but these two were worth mentioning. So let's go ahead and jump into the Great Collection sale of coins. All right, so there's quite a few of them here, so it'll take a little bit of time. The first one I wanted to talk about is this 1958D Lincoln Wheat Cent. This one grades out PCGS Mint State 67 Plus full red. Me personally, it's not a fantastic coin on its face. I mean, if we look through, on here, keep in mind, like these little scratches that you see, this kind of foggy haze, and right here on the reverse as well. This is actually on the slab holder. However, you're going to find on this coin, you're going to find a lot of die scratches, die file lines, and everything like that. Me personally, it's not the most attractive look, and then you're going to find a few of these nicks right here, which I'm more than surprised to see this on a coin that grades out PCGS Mint State 67 plus full red. It is no doubt a full red coin, but is it really a 67 plus? This coin, I think, has gotten away with a little bit loftier grade than what was expected. However, this coin right here sold for $1,021.50. Pretty nice amount of money. Again, it could have sold for a lot more money, but I believe there were some detractors of this particular coin just because of the outward appearance of what we have here. So I feel like with a few things I pointed out, it kind of hurt its value a little bit, but it's still sold in excess of $1,000. The next one that we have here is the 1955D Lincoln Wheat Cent. Now this one is quite a bit better looking, okay? It's a lot cleaner, as you would expect for a PCGS Mint State 67 plus full red example. It's there. It's got minimal issues. The strike is pretty strong on this one, and this one sold for $2,758.13. In addition, it is also a CAC certified coin, as you can see right here. So this is a tremendous example, again, for a registry set collection out there. All right. So the next one that we have here that's sold on GC is going to be a 1953 Lincoln Wheat Cent. This one is a PCGS Mint State 67 red. It is also CAC certified. Okay, that's a secondary authentication company. Okay, they kind of audit the grading companies to ensure that it is indeed the grade that as stated on the label. This one is even also a gold shield as well, so this person paid a little bit more extra money for the extra amount of service associated with that. But as you can see, PCGS Mint State 67 red. This one sold for $3,027.38. All right, that's a lot of money. Philadelphia minted Lincoln Wheat Cents of the 50s are quite a bit more tougher to find in a higher state of preservation than the Denver and San Francisco minted coins. All right, so we have another Lincoln Wheat Cent here. This one is a 1945 Lincoln Wheatie. This one is a nice high grade. It's a PCGS Mint State 67 plus full red example. If I had to compare this with the 55D that we had seen, I feel like the 55D is a little bit stronger in terms of its appearance, the cleanliness of the coin in general. This one has a few little bit more tick marks, like there's this one little doodad here. There's a few in the highest spots of the coin on Lincoln's jacket. And then on the reverse, you have a few areas right here that I feel like probably, would be deal breakers. In my case, this is probably a strong Mint State 67 without the plus. But this one right here sold for $3,375 this evening. All right, so we have one more Lincoln Wheat Cent. Of course, we can't do a Monday market report without talking about one of the most widely collected Lincoln Cents ever in the history of this great hobby. And that's going to be the Steel 1943S. Okay, this is a San Francisco minted zinc-coated steel set. Now this one right here is a really nice PCGS Mint State 68. Probably not the cleanest and the nicest 68 from what we've seen in the last few weeks, but this one's pretty suitable for a registry set as well. This one is also CAC certified, as mentioned on the slab label, and this one sold for $2,926.12 on GC. All right, so that wraps up the Lincoln Cents. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few Jefferson Nickels, starting with this beauty right here. This is a 1971 Jefferson Nickel. Now, this one is a proof coin, and this one is one that we all strive to look for, okay? This one is the No S variety Jefferson Nickel proof, okay? So this one right here can be found in those proof sets. Usually the S Mint mark would show up right here. If it's not there, then you certainly have the rare coin. All right, so this one right here graded PCGS Proof 69, and it is also a deep cameo coin. And because of all that great stuff, this one sold for $2,730.38. Keeping in mind, these can still be found out there in the wild. Okay, you just have to look at a lot of proof sets, but that's okay. Okay, there's another coin that you can look for on the list aside from just the 1971. You might drive yourself crazy if you were just looking for this particular rarity in the Jefferson Nickel proof coins. All right, so the next one that we have here, now this one is kind of cool. This one screams originality. It's a 1944 S Jefferson Nickel. This is one of those wartime silver manganese composition coins. Now this one exhibits little spot tones. Here's some blue with a little bit of some of the pink and yellow. And then on the reverse, on that same opposite side, you're going to have some of that come through as well. This one is a NGC Mint State 68 5 full stepper. All right, so it seems like that the bottom step here is going to be a little bit too weak to warrant 6 full steps. This one has a really nice strong strike. In addition, this one also has a very subtle bisecting die crack. Okay, I've actually seen one of these in person before, and this is a tremendous example right here. Now this one right here also, aside from the toning, gives it a lot of appeal to a collector and a registry set owner of Jefferson Nickels. This one sold on Great Collections for $3,487.50. A pretty nice prime example. All right, so we have one more nickel to discuss. It's going to be this 1940 Jefferson. All right, now this one, just take a look at the reverse of the coin. PCGS, Mint State 67 plus, full steps, and with good reason. Look how strong of a strike this coin exhibits. Not bad for a third-year coin of this series. It's got really hammered down steps right here. You could see very discernible steps. This is probably one of the cleanest Jefferson Nickels that I have seen in recent memory. Okay, I've seemed to be more critical of these type of coins when I feel like there's a untimely nick, a well-placed nick, that it should not warrant full steps. Full steps provides a lot of the value of Jefferson Nickels of this era. So be careful as you're going through these coins and you want to send these out to authentication companies. You want to make sure you have some of the cleanest steps, uninterrupted of any sort of nicks or planchet marks. Okay, that's important. All right, so that's the last Jefferson Nickel of the bunch. Okay, here we go. We have another coin that you could find in some of those elusive proof sets. This is the 1983 Roosevelt dime with the missing S mint mark. The S would normally be right here. If you find one of these in a proof set without the S mint mark, you have the rare coin that's worth a lot of money. Now this one right here is a PCGS Proof 70, okay, so it's the highest possible grade possible. Did I just say possible twice? I think I did. The highest possible grade that you could ever achieve on a coin grading scale. This one is also deep cameo. So you have the beautiful frosty kind of devices and letters and numbers and everything else, and then you have some pretty nice dark fields here in all of the other areas. Now this one right here is also an X Hunt Valley Collection provenance piece. This one sold, ladies and gentlemen, for $4,725. Again, proof positive that these missing mint mark coins are not only elusive, but they are a great chase piece. If you're able to find one of these in your collection, my goodness, you have made yourself a nice chunk of money. So I wish you guys luck as you go through your proof sets for coins that look like this. All right, so what we have next here is going to be this absolutely beautiful and all original 1954 Washington quarter. Now this one right here grades out PCGS Mint State 67 plus. It is also CAC certified as seen here. And this one right here, because of the originality and the nice high grade, brought home $2,165.62. A monumental coin that hits all of the check boxes on that list of originality, high grade. It's one of those coins that people look for. But where do you find them? Okay, you can find them in old albums. You can find it as a, excuse me, as an end roll toner, all right, from that full roll. All right, they're out there. And, you find one, it looks clean on first glance. Not a lot of nicks or scratches or anything like that. And you have a really nice coin that appeals to a very popular collected series in Washington quarters. All right, speaking of beautiful, 1964 Candy half dollar. This is a proof coin, okay? It is also a accented hair type, okay? So you got some extra engraved hair pieces right here. And another thing to keep in mind with the accented hair, you will also have a missing serif letter I in Liberty. So you'll have this missing leg right here, or this foot of the letter I. That is also another diagnostic of the accented hair. And some would say for an accented hair to be worth a lot of money, it also has to be either a cameo or a deep cameo. But this is neither. This is an NGC Proof 69, but the coin is so brilliantly clean. It is immaculate. I mean, it is stunning. It is smooth. Look at all of these surfaces. And it's got just a hair of frost in certain areas here. But this one is a really nice chase piece. It sold for $1,078.86. All right, another coin that you shouldn't overlook as you're going through these proof sets, because they are still out there and they're still very desirable in most of the higher grades. All right, so that's that one there. All right, so we have a Franklin half dollar right here. This is a 1960D. Okay, this is a really nice example with a lot of originality. You have some of that spotty mottled toning. This one is a PCGS Mint State 66 with full bell lines. So it has strong struck areas here on the Liberty Bell where you have these lines that go all the way across. Okay, and that's how you get the FBL designation on the slab. This one right here, because of the toning and the nice grade, the Mint State 66 FBL, sold for $1,195.53. Not bad for a coin that typically would be a common coin to find out there. So that's a pretty nice one there as well. We do have another Franklin half dollar. Now this is an incredibly tough one. This is a 1950 proof Franklin half dollar. Only about 51,000 of these were produced during its days. So it's a toughie to find, as it is. Okay, it's not like you could go and just find it coin roll hunting. It just doesn't work out that way. This one right here is an NGC Proof 67 star. Okay, the star simply means it's got some nice eye appeal. There's no toning, but it's a very clean, very smooth coin. There's no mention of a cameo or deep cameo, which usually makes a lot of the value of these early 50s proof coins. This one right here sold for $4,285.12. Again, proving it doesn't need cameo or deep cameo to be worth a lot of money. All right, there you go. Now we have two coins that are relatively unlikely to ever make the list for, a few various reasons. Okay, the first one that you see here is a 2008 D Sacagawea Dollar. What in the world is this doing on the list? Well, it made it on the list because it's a seldom seen coin. Okay, traditionally we find a lot of 2000s and 2001 Sacagawea dollars. We don't see a lot of this particular date because they were usually sold by the mint in rolls. All right, so to see any of the middle dated 2000 Sac dollars, pretty tough. This one is a PCGS, excuse me, Mint State 68 example. It's a pretty clean example. There's a few little hits, there and there, and in certain little areas. But aside from that, a collector found this one important enough to their collection that they paid $1,743.75. Now that's a huge surprise. Okay, the River of No Return quarter, and then this one, huge surprises. And here's one more surprise: a 2001 P Sac Dollar. This one, however, is a Mint State 69 example by PCGS. And this one sold for $1,012.50. Woo! I'm not saying that you have to go out and look for Sac Dollars to send off to grading. It's probably one of the more risky denominations or series to even tackle, because, you know, there's not nearly as much desirability for this series of coins. Okay, that these have been reviled for a very long time. Okay, the gold dollar, you know, it's just, for the longest time it was cheesy. But there is a dedicated group of collectors that put together registry sets. It's a very short series, you know, from 2000 to date, obviously. But, you know, there is some desirability for these coins. I probably wouldn't, you know, actually invest in sending these out to grading because, you know, until these things sell for 10 grand, it's going to be a very risky proposition, like I had mentioned. But anyways, there you go. What do you guys think about the new format? Okay, everything should be on cue, you know, going from one coin to another, time-wise. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. As always, like, share, and subscribe to this video. Hit the bell for instant notification. And as always, Coinaholics, we are always discovering together. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Have a wonderful Monday. Don't work so hard. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.